so pause. It's me from the future. Hi. I wanted to give more context on the story of this restaurant that we're going to. So picture this, it's 2018, I'm 28, and I'm finally in LA permanently after going back and forth from Houston constantly. I was working a really horrible reality TV show for and I had this really shitty boss. We didn't meld exactly. So a little bit into that job, I got fired and I was devastated. I had never been fired from a job before, and I'm very perfectionist with my work, and it just devastated me. So a few weeks go by, my depression subsides, and I apply for this job on a job board, and I get an interview. And I look up the company, and I find out that the company is the company that does Chef's Table, which is an absolute dream of mine. I've always wanted to work on that show because I love food. So I do the interview. It goes really great, actually, but I don't get the job. But one of the staff members of the company calls me back and he tells me that there's a show that they're doing that's basically a spin-off called Street Food Asia, and asks me if I want to help out. And so I say yes, of course. So a week later, I start working on it, and my eyes were just so bright, and I was only in the office. I wasn't traveling or anything, and I did a lot of hard work for it. I saw all of the dailies and saw Toyo-san a lot, which intrigued me. And then when the show came out, his story really moved me. I was really connected to it for some reason. And I made it a goal for me to go to Japan and go to his restaurant. So a couple years go by and I'm going to Japan for my 30th birthday. Well, guess when my 30th birthday was. So I have to wait even more, but that's totally okay. My relationship with Carlos progresses and we eventually decide to get married. We got married last year, and then we decide, well, we're going to Japan obviously for our honeymoon, and so here we are now. So I'm really excited that I get to go to Toyo-san's restaurant. It's been an absolute dream of mine, and I'm so excited to see him do his whole process. If you don't know, you'll see very soon. All that to say, if I hadn't gotten fired from that job, I basically wouldn't even be here today. I got so many job opportunities after working for that company, for Chef's Table, and it's progressed my career in many ways, opened my eyes to a lot of things, good and bad. I basically wanted to say, and very inspirational, if you see an end, it's not always an end. It's just basically another beginning. And with that, I'll let you get back to the vlog. Okay, I have to tell you guys about this. We were having dinner and someone from the hotel came into our room and gave us all these treats. And then they gave us this cute little happy honeymoon framed picture with a bunch of clip art. It's so cute. Spiderweb. Okay, let's try again.